Hi there. Good afternoon. It is Saturday, June 6th, 2026. It's hard to believe the month of May just went boom fast. It's gone, out of sight. And so here I am here. It's early June. Hurricane season has started, and I don't really expect any hurricanes to hit Florida or anywhere along the Gulf Coast or Atlantic coast anytime soon. But now, just as I said that, I probably just jinxed us. We'll probably get a hurricane spinning up in the Gulf heading towards Galveston by 10 days from now. That's just be my luck. So uh, I'll go ahead and just get right into it. We were really hoping, I personally was hoping for more rain across Florida during this past week when we had like 70 to 80% chance of rain every day. Guess what? It never happened. We had a few showers around our general area, like Lake City, Jacksonville area, Stark, Palatka area got good heavy rain and thunderstorms. And we didn't get anything hardly in Gainesville. It was just very, very disappointing. But anyway, let me just go ahead and go to the screen here. Let me share what I have with the satellite map here going on across the Gulf of Mexico here, or Gulf of America, whatever you want to call it, depending on who you support. I won't go there. But anyway, as you can see here, I'm going to use a little bit of telestration and just give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. Excuse that. That was a little bit of sinus problems I'm having. I'll edit this out of the video. We're right here spinning over Texas. You can see the circulation of those clouds going like that. Perfectly, very, very easily seen there. And then as you can see, that's a surface low pressure over the Amarillo, Texas area going up towards Vernon, Texas, US Highway 287 that cuts across North Texas. And you got some pretty good thunder boomers popping up in this area. Well, not on the south side of that, but definitely up towards Wichita Falls, going along towards the western end of the 287 route, going up towards Amarillo, Texas. And then right along here, along the Gulf Coast, pretty good concentration of clouds. Not a lot of storms until you get into this area right here across southeast Mississippi, southwest Alabama. There's some converging winds going on here. You got winds coming in out of the south southwest here, out of the south southeast here, and so you got rising air, and you boom, 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 boom. You get thunderstorms right here. So that's just gonna give you an idea of what's going on there. And unfortunately, you can see right here. Let me take my little pen, change the color here. You can see how the clouds are fanning out up in the upper levels right here. If you look very carefully, you see it fanning out that way. That is very characteristic of the southeastern flank of an upper level ridge of high pressure. So we have an upper level high that's on top of this area, despite the fact that there's thunderstorms here. There's sinking air at the upper levels, and there's sinking air at the surface. So you have what they call subsidence, sinking air over this entire area right here. So Florida, no rain for us. It's going to be dry for the next few days, unfortunately. The weather's beautiful, but it's going to be dry and it's going to be hot. Well, when I say dry, I mean no rain. The humidity is going to still be there, but it's not oppressive humidity like we had last Sunday and last weekend. Last weekend was pretty awful. So this is what's going on currently. So let me take a peek into the tropical models here. Let's look at the tropical tidbit site. I don't know if you can see this, but this is depicting the rain across the central Gulf Coast towards Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. And then there's that rain across North Texas going up into Oklahoma. So let's look and see what the models are showing. I'm gonna start using this one down here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. So let's push that up there and watch. Hmm, it's not working. Okay, that doesn't work. Well, okay, let's go this route then. Put it in play and slow it down. And then back it up, back it up, back it up. Okay, now hit play. Okay, now you can see here, this is tomorrow, Sunday. So it looks a bit of moisture just continues streaming up into the Mississippi Valley. Rain associated with a front's already extending all the way from the Great Lakes into the mid and northeast and going into the week. And then we start to see some tropical moisture creeping up out of the western Caribbean. And oh my goodness, if I hadn't done that. So look at that. Now this is the GFS. The GFS is starting to spin up a tropical storm or depression right up here into the Appalachia Bay area going up towards Savannah, Georgia. Boy, I wish that model was correct because we certainly need the rain really badly across north central Florida, northern Florida between Tallahassee and Jacksonville, going into southwestern Georgia. But the GFS model is almost dismissible in my opinion. It really stinks. So let's look at the other model. Let's look at the AI version of the GFS because I think I've heard from weather nerds, uh, weather geeks, that one is a good model. So starting out tonight today, let's put that into motion, see what this one does. It gets the same idea. You got moisture gathering in the Western Caribbean coming up in towards the Gulf. This is the AI version of the GFS, and it does show a similar idea. However, it gets stretched out and pulled more to the north and west. And then that green that shows up across Florida is just the diurnal afternoon and evening storms, and actually depicts kind of a frontal boundary, which would also be good for rain. So it shows a lot of rain in the pattern getting towards the middle to the end of June, or between the 15th and the 20th, like the third week of June. It's showing the GFS AI version is showing a lot of rain across the Panhandle, Southwest Georgia, Southwest, Southeast Alabama, and the northeastern part of Florida. So, boy, I hope that's right. Now, let me look at the let's look at the AI version of the European model, which is this one. Let's see what this one says. Go to the same time frame, which starts today, and let's look and see what happens. So, let's look for this area here along the Western Caribbean because the AI version of the Euro is still showing the activity across near the Yucatan, but it seems to have more of a Western bias to it. It looks like it's wanting to take that activity towards the Bay of Campeche. So I think what's happening is the GFS model is depicting a stronger trough over the eastern U.S. that would pick the system north faster, whereas the European model is showing the trough still coming in, but scooping it up later and allowing the disturbance to move further west before it moves north, because the European model is showing the storm, what could be a tropical disturbance, eventually maybe a depression or a storm, developing possibly over the southwestern Gulf up towards Texas, Louisiana, and then getting absorbed into a front that just kind of lingers along from the Gulf all the way up to the Carolinas. So either way, I see a high chance of rain depending on whatever model you're looking at. Let me just go to the AI version of the Euro. See, that's the 16th. Okay, so starting out on June 16th, yeah, excuse me, it does indicate the Euro AI version shows more rain developing along the Gulf Coast around the 17th, 18th, and going all the way through the looks like it's all the way through the 22nd of June. So yeah, looking towards the third week of June, I would say there's going to be a high chance of rain and thunderstorms along the entire Gulf Coast from Louisiana all the way over to all the way to Tallahassee, Florida. And hopefully that'll include Gainesville where I live because we're really in the need for rain. So that's all I have for now. I will talk to you guys later. I know my videos have been fairly infrequent recently because the weather's been so dang boring and there's not been much going on in my neck of the woods or any of the people that I'm close to. So anyway, I hope you have a good evening and we will see you later. Oh my gosh, it's not recording. It is recording. Oops.